I guess I never get tired of this right here. This is late mid-morning one morning, and that's just incredible right there. Everybody is just chilling out. Everybody's just relaxing, and it's just relaxing for me to look out there and see that right there. Those are wild deer, and you can see it looks like that TC is saying, okay, I'm watching the herd, I'm protecting the herd. He's not. He's just not laid down yet. But when you look out there in the circle, there is 3, 5, 7, 9 deer in the prayer circle. But there are other deer laying around also. Here's one laying. There's some out there in the woods still, around by the, out in the woods. And they're off to the left also. But this is just kind of a chilling out time of the morning right here for them, or mid-morning. And they're just absolutely, that's a gorgeous sight. And I don't care. I don't care how many times I look out. To me, that is absolutely incredible. I enjoy it. I just praise God to be able to do it, and I thank Him that being able to share it with everybody, that's a great pleasure as well. One of the things that makes it beautiful is we have turkeys in the picture this morning. Anytime we've got turkeys, that's great. We got big bucks standing out there. Woo. And a big buck standing right there looking at us, TC. That's great right there. That's all out in front of the Texas Hunter feeder. There's a Texas Hunter feeder right there. Great thing about that feeder is that feeder feels from the ground. So it shoots straight out. So it's shooting feed way off out here. You see how far those deer are out there in those turkey? Way out there, way out there. Shoots feed way out there. And you feel it from the ground. And the critters can't get in it, varmints can't get in it. Totally safe. It's a great feeder. And you just pull that lid off and dump a sack of food in there, set the timer to go off 3, 4, 5 times a day, whatever you want. You can see we got a good bunch of turkeys out there. Looks like 5 or 6 turkeys. That's a mama hen that's got 3 babies. It's almost as big as she is. Now, I saw a bunch the other day, just a couple of days ago, that had looked like 6 or 7 maybe babies that were about half of that size, maybe even a third of that size. They were pretty small. So we've got some new turkeys here on the ranch this spring also. They happen this spring, the summertime now. You can see those are almost as big as their mama. There's 3 of them there. There's 3 babies. I've been seeing 3 ever since they were pretty small. I don't know if that's all that hatched out of her clutch or what, but that's what it is. But that's wonderful right there to look out and see that and walk by, and they're all so calm and peaceful. And they're saying, and here comes Ot 6 going to come over here and visit me a little bit. Ot 6 says, Jimmy, you got something special for me? No, not this morning. You go over there and eat with everybody else. It is a very rainy morning here at the Eagle, and our dear family are in the freshly mowed yard, having a great time. They hear me talking, and here they come running. They're joined this morning by some of their buddies, wild turkeys. Now, they were all just laying out here just a little while ago, just laying in the rain, watching it rain. And when it quit raining, they got up, started moving around, started feeding. Of course, when I walk out here and start talking, they think, there comes the guy that feeds us. There comes our friend. There comes our friend that feeds us. Yeah, absolutely. There's only about a dozen right there. Aren't they pretty? This morning, they've been laying in the rain, enjoying the rain. We got about 3/10 of an inch of rain. That's not much, but we're glad to get it. I had the sprinkler system turned off. That's the reason we got our 3/10 of the inch of rain. I turned it back on. Turn the sprinkler system back on and that starts rain. Works every time. Well, I have Chris home with me for 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I took her to rehab on Thursday and brought her to the ranch. Didn't take her back to Sherry and Jack's, but brought her to the ranch. And of course, the first thing she wanted to do out here early this morning was to feed some carrots to her babies. And that's Miss Nina over there eating the carrots. Miss Nina says, I think I'll just eat the whole bag. And she's eaten quite a few already. And Forrest, now he ate a few, but he's not a real carrot connoisseur. Uh-oh, here comes some more. He said, here comes Ranger. I don't know if Ranger's going to come or not. I'm not sure if that one deer is Ranger or not. I'm just like, kind of looks like him, but I don't really believe it is. Ranger didn't have any kind of identification on him, so there was just sort of no way to know. He'd been gone for 2 or 3 weeks. I'm kind of thinking Ranger just had something bad happen to him. Get back, Beamer. Beamer stuck her head out the door there. Nina's getting all the carrots this morning. Forrest, he ate a few and quit. Forrest is wanting to get his head back in the corn bowl. I know what Forrest is wanting to do. He's big on the corn bowl. Right, Forrest? Is that what you're wanting, big boy? Is that what you're wanting, big boy, to get back in the corn bowl? It's exactly what you're wanting, isn't it? Yeah. You want me to open up that corn deal right there, huh? Is that what you're wanting? Is that what you're wanting, huh? Is that what you're wanting, buddy? Is that what you're wanting to have happen? Yeah. Yeah, you pretty boy. Yeah, you pretty boy. Yeah, you big pretty boy. Nina says, that's all right. I don't mind not sharing at all. Maybe she's had enough carrots. You don't know? I think maybe she has. She's quit you. See what happens when I take the lid off the corn bowl. What happens when I take the lid off the corn bowl? Forrest says, I'll get my head in there. You're going to get your horns stuck down in there, boy. Yeah, you're going to get your antlers stuck in the bucket if you're not careful. He's got pretty good antlers for his very first ones. I think he loves corn more than he does carrots, baby. Nina says, yeah, I might come back and have me another carrot, boss. Yeah. Nope, she's had all the carrots she wants to, hasn't she? Let me get you a few grapes and see if they want the grapes.
Might as well.
Okay, I'll get you some. Might as well? Might as well get some grapes, babe?
Might as well.
Might as well, all right. Okay, we brought a bag of grapes out. Let's see if Forrest would like a few grapes. The other day I was feeding them grapes and I had a big old bag like that and I fed them about half a bag. And I laid the bag aside and took one last little group of grapes out. And forgot the bag, and I came back and the bag was totally empty. They had emptied the bag out totally. He's wanting to get that bag, isn't he? He says, I know about that bag. He's not a big, bad grape eater. He loves corn more than anything else, and South Fresh. Yeah, he likes corn and South Fresh about as much as anything. It's my buddy boy. My boy, yeah, he's such a good boy. So you've had all the grapes you want, huh? You don't want any more grapes? You don't want any more grapes? I said, yeah, I'll eat that grape. Here, Chris has got the grapes. Here, right here. Okay. Don't let him get his head in there. And Chris can feed you the grapes. Chris has been gone for 2 weeks and not quite as used to her as they are me, because I'm out here with them every day, just like Chris used to be. He says, I might become your buddy again, Chris, if you give me grapes. He wants to get his head in there, don't he? Hey, hey. He pulled a whole cluster out, didn't he?
She did.
I think he might become your buddy again. What do you think? She fed you and wiped your bottom when you were a little bitty tiny thing, Forrest. You don't remember that? You don't remember her feeding you every single day? Yeah. He said, I don't remember that sweet voice. Talk to him.
No,
Get your head out of there, boy. Get your head out of there, Forrest. He's eating those grapes, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He's wanting to eat the whole bag. He would eat the whole bag. Forrest, get your head out of there. He pulls a whole cluster out, doesn't he? He gets him a whole mouthful, don't he? Look at that. Not just one grape, but the whole thing. Oh, my goodness. One grape at a time, little boy. Watch your finger. He'll chomp down on your finger, baby.
Wow.
That's funny. That's funny. He might whop you with those horns there, too. Don't want him to whop you. They're not very... They got velvet on them. It wouldn't be as bad as if they were. Oh, you got a whole cluster here now. He gets 2 or 3 of them at once.
You want, don't you?
I don't see how anybody's got vineyards and got deer around make it.
Oh, me.
He loves them, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He didn't much want them there at first, but now he's really wanting them all. Tell him, that's enough, Forrest.
That's enough, Forrest.
That's enough, Forrest. All right, I got one on the floor. I'll pick that one up on the floor. He's gonna beggar into another one or two there. Don't let him hit you with his antlers. That's funny. Here's a little wild buck trying to get really, really brave. And doe back here behind him trying to get brave. He's right here about 3 feet away at the most, 2 or 3 feet away. Chris has finally talked him into coming up here. She's been talking to him, telling him it's okay, come on, come on. Finally got him up here, baby. Yep. He's being pretty brave, isn't he?
Yeah.
He sure is. He said, I want some of that South Fresh, but that's awful close to those 2 people. But those people are friends. You don't have anything to worry about. That's a wild deer. There's a lot of y'all have asked about feeding wild deer. Of course, in some states it's not legal. Some states you cannot do it. Some states you can use feeders to hunting, and some states you can't. So wherever you live, you need to kind of check whatever the regulations are before you start feeding wild deer. Some states you can feed wild birds and can't feed wild deer. Does that make sense? It's kind of typical government. But if you can feed them and you want to feed them, you just got to be real gentle and kind of let them come to you. Don't really have to go to them too much. And you might start out with some carrots or grapes or something and, you know, feed them in a certain area, and they'll get used to that area being safe. And then if you're there, they'll get used to you being there, being safe. And obviously feeders are the best way because they can set them to go off at a certain time every day. That's a pretty little buck right there. That little guy, I think that's Ot6 right there. I think that's what we call him. It may not be Ot6. Ot6 may be about like him. I don't know. Have to get close to look at the numbers. But I think that might be Ot6 there. He's going to be a 6 or an 8 point. As I started moving around up here a little bit more, that little buck got a little nervous and left the food. He didn't clean it all up, but they're probably just getting full too. It's really amazing how much they lick. They clean each other a lot. I mean, they got real rough tongues. And so when they start licking around on each other, they do an awful lot of cleaning. And that's why they say stay clean. They're some of the most clean animals in the woods, I believe. Of course, most all the animals in the woods are pretty clean, actually. He said, am I clean? I'm a guy and I'm clean? That's hard to believe. Most of us guys are not. We have a little issue. We have a little baby buck that is just not feeling good at all. I mean, just really, really bad. And we're going to see if maybe he's just not eating. I don't know. He looks like he's bubbling around his mouth, so that's not good. This is one of the older bucks. That's number 18, so he is one of the older ones. So he might just be sick. We're going to give him a shot. But Chris is going to try to see if she can give him something to eat too. Bring him over here, Apache, and give him to Chris.
Okay.
Put her there in his lap. Maybe he'll take something to eat. He acts like he's sick though, because he's got hand her that bottle there. See if maybe she can get him to eat something.
I can't.
Oh, you just have one arm, don't you, baby? I can't. He said Apache will hold the deer.
Yeah, I hold it.
Here, you can try to feed it if you want.
I hold it and you feed it. Oh yeah.
Well, he's starting to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
He took a little bit.
Yeah. No, he's just dripping it.
Yeah. He's not
Took one
swallowing.
drink.
He's not swallowing it.
No, he took one drink. And
Yeah, he was swallowing something earlier. He sucked on it just a little bit. He's not swallowing it now.
Yeah. No, I'm just dripping it.
Hold him, lay him down in Chris's lap, and let Chris hold him and see if you can feed him. You can hold him like you were. Hold him like you were. Lay him down there in the lap. Let her hold him. Here, you try to feed him a little bit. Did you hear him
Yeah.
cry a little bit?
Yeah.
Now she'll hold him there. He's just not wanting to eat
No,
any.
he don't want to eat it.
I'm gonna go. Needs to drink a little bit. Now hold it straight. Now hold it straight in front of him.
His chin.
Hold it right out straight. Get in his mouth. No.
Dang, it's going over to full.
He drank a little bit of it.
Yeah, he took a drink. Hold on.
A pretty little guy. I will. I'll go get some medicine. We'll give him a shot and see if maybe that helps a little bit.
He was. He's no skinny. He's
good size.
red and everything, but it's like look. He's like he cannot stand on his leg.
Yeah. He's too weak to stand. He's too weak to stand up.
He's old enough, to take over on him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just too weak to stand up. Let's see if you can get him to drink a little while he's laying there. Careful, he'll start to run off. He might run off.
He might run off.
If he runs off, then you sure enough won't be able to catch him.
Yeah. I don't know. His little nose, you see, is getting.
Yeah.
It's getting like it's wet.
Yeah.
So he's sick for sure. He's got something.
Well, I'm gonna go do a hypodermic needle, and I'll get a little half cc of medicine.
Yeah.
We'll give him a shot and see what that does. Yeah. Now the deer have moved around to the front of the house, where most of them are gathered praying in the circle. But can I tell you, these are Baptist deer. These are Baptist deer. They will say amen pretty quickly. Oh, I heard a turkey gobble. Do you hear that turkey gobble? They will say amen pretty quickly. And looky here, come running here. These guys coming in. These guys coming in. These guys are definitely, and they're all getting up. Like I said, they said amen in a hurry. These are our Baptist deer. There's a little baby out there. There's a little baby. You can see how that baby's growing. You're right out there beside TC. Might be a little buck while he's hanging around TC like that. You might be thinking TC's his daddy. There's our little baby. That's the only little baby we have coming around, which is totally amazing to me. So, no, that's not TC. I'm sorry. That's old Forrest getting so big, I thought it was TC. Well, I just hadn't cleared up well this morning, I don't think. Get that turkey gobble again. See if we can make, there's TC right there. See if we can make that turkey gobble. He's gobbling his silly head off, as they say. I've heard that all my life. I've never seen a turkey run around gobbling without a head. Oh, I've called him right in. I've called him right in. There he is right there. See him down there in the strut? See him gobbling? Let's zoom in on him. Hear that one purring? That big one's the one that's gobbling, the big boss, the big goss. You can go up and strut. Oh, the other one gobbled. The little guy gobbled. How about that? His beard's grown quite a bit lately. Watching beards grow, watching antlers grow. Well, that little one's got a nice gobble, doesn't he? He's learned how, hasn't he? Running around the big boy, he's learned how to gobble. Oh, I hear a hen back behind. I hear a hen talking to me now. I'm just doing all this turkey calling with my mouth without a diaphragm. I don't have a diaphragm call or anything. I'm just calling with my mouth. I heard a hen talking back to me over there. There's our little baby deer. Isn't he gorgeous? I just love baby deer. I thought we would have like 6 or 8 of them coming up here, but we haven't. I don't know what the deal is on that. I got my buddy, though, coming up here. Says, take the lid off of that, Jimmy. And what about Nina? I don't see Nina. Where is Nina? Huh? Where is Nina? There's one of my little buddies come up here. He's on the porch with me. He's almost, I can just almost touch him, but not quite. I don't see little Nina. Where is little Nina this morning? She's been hanging around a lot by herself, which is not really a good sign at all. She might be sick. She doesn't appear to be sick, though. And I hate to give her a shot if she's not sick, because I'm going to shoot her with a dart gun. You can't really give her a shot with just a regular needle. She won't stand still for that. This is pretty amazing. It's the middle of the afternoon. It's it's almost 4 o'clock, the hottest part of the day, 97 degrees. Chris wanted to come out on the porch. I told her it was really hot. She still wanted to come out here anyway. And when she did, she started talking. Deer started coming out of everywhere. They heard her talking. They come out everywhere. And I brought a nice bowl out. I fixed earlier for Nina. She came up and ate a bit by herself and left. She's hanging around by herself. I don't like that at all. Really worried about her being a little sick. That's what deer do when they get sick, is they hang around by themselves. She seemed just fine. She seems plenty healthy. She's not in here now with all these deer. We got a big bunch of deer in. And Chris has got some grapes there. And Forrest came over and ate a couple, 2 or 3, but that's all he ate. He didn't eat many, did he, baby?
Yeah, only must eat them.
We'll get at that food. Forrest, looky here. Forrest, hey. Hey. So I got a mouthful, boss. Here. Want that? I'll take it, but I'm going to stay over here and eat all this good stuff. He's got a lot of stuff there. Chris, I don't think you have enough.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I think you need the whole bowl. I bet if you had the whole bowl, you'd come over. Here. Looky here what Chris has got now. Hand me those grapes. Get the whole bag. You just hold this one. There you go. Now you can eat there. He says, that's the lady that fed you when you were a little tiny baby. It's the same lady. He said, I'm having a hard time getting used to her. Well, I'll be. Isn't he something? He's snubbing you, baby. He's snubbing you. He's rubbing his horns. They like to have those horns gently rubbed. They're fairly sensitive when they're got a lot of blood in them and they're in velvet like that. And he still likes to rub them to the top of his head. He likes to have his head rubbed. He enjoys that. He's not trying to rub any velvet off. He's just sort of scratching the top of his head. He enjoys that. I start scratching his head. He gets real excited about that. I guess he's not going to come and eat out of your lap, baby. What do you think about that? The man's a man, huh? He just being kind of crazy, isn't he?
Yeah.
I can't believe he doesn't come over here and eat. He doesn't want to. You gonna come over here and eat, huh? You gonna come over here and eat some of what Chris has got? Or not? You want to eat out of her lap? He said, I don't think so. I don't know. Well, maybe I might eat just a little bit there out of your lap, baby. I might just eat a little bit there. Yeah. It's just funny. He doesn't want to do that, though, does he, for some reason? Well, he was eating carrots from you yesterday just fine. He doesn't want to eat the grapes today. There's a few grapes in that pan I fixed for him, too. I'll fix that just for Nina. He says, I'm going to go on down and join the other deer and act like a regular deer. I bet there's not much left down there right now. They're pretty independent. Well, honey, you fed him a little bit, but not much, huh?
Well, he's
got a lot of food left, doesn't he? He ate most of it, though, didn't he? Ate quite a bit.
Yeah. Yes.
Keep your head out of there, Forrest. Just think how big he might be in 2 years, as big as he is right now in his first horns, honey. Next year, they'll be like twice that big, probably. Pretty nice, pretty little 8-point, just a perfect little 8-point. He's a grape hog. Hey, get your head out of there, boy. So get back, Forrest. Get back, Forrest. I'll give you the grapes. He says, I want to eat them a bunch at a time, not one. I don't want to eat them one at a time. I want to eat them quite a few at a time. He's trying to get he's trying to get the whole bag. I'll give him all of them. I'm going to save some for little Nina. He's not having any trouble eating those now, is he? Gobbling them up. Gobbling them up. That's pretty right there. A lady and her deer. A lady and her deer. I love them.